Manchester United's transfer window, already laden with pressure following a disastrous 15th place finish last season, has turned sharply toward finding a new number 1 goalkeeper, a position that was expected to be stable but has instead become a lightning rod for criticism and urgent change under Ruben Amorim. Despite early summer activity with the arrivals of Matheus Cunha and Diego Leon, fans and analysts alike recognize that United's biggest vulnerabilities remained at the back, where André Onana's form crumbled and the trust of the technical staff, and seemingly the supporters, went with it. Onana arrived last season with high expectations after his exploits with Inter Milan, but his inability to consistently handle basic goalkeeping tasks became a point of frustration for Amorim. The Portuguese manager, determined to lay foundations for a more resilient and modern footballing side, made it clear through both internal and external channels that solid distribution, composure, and confidence under pressure were non-negotiable traits for his keeper. Unfortunately for Onana, mistakes crept into his game, eroding United's ability to build confidently from the back and undermining his status as an automatic starter. It became public knowledge in recent months that Amorim wants Onana out. Not out of personal dislike, but purely on performance grounds. Conversations with intermediaries failed to attract concrete offers, complicating the club's preferred outcome, an outright sale. Onana himself is not agitating for a move, keeping the situation in limbo and forcing United to consider all strategic alternatives. With little market interest to cover Onana's wages or recoup even a portion of their original investment, United faced a tough reality. Upgrading the position might require a parallel investment rather than a funded one. Given these circumstances, Amorim's attention turned to what the club could control, offering increased competition for the number 1 spot or, if possible, replacing Onana outright. This context triggered the chase for a new goalkeeper, with several high-profile names floated. But one emerged above the rest as a favored target: Argentina's World Cup hero and Aston Villa star, Emiliano Martínez. Highly rated in the Premier League for his shot-stopping, Martinez's own fortunes dipped last season, coinciding with Villa's openness to a sale, especially with the looming threat of Premier League profit and sustainability rules, PSR, forcing them to entertain significant bids. Reports from Tyke Sports affirmed that not only was Martínez on the United shortlist, but that Amorim himself had submitted a direct, specific request to the club's hierarchy to secure his signature. Martínez is valued at £45 million by Aston Villa, and Amorim's sense of urgency was compounded by heavy competition from elite European teams and well-financed Saudi Arabian clubs. United responded with unusual speed, looking to outmaneuver the likes of Barcelona, Galatasaray, and others. Transfer talks are already underway, making United, according to sources, the fastest movers in this high-stakes goalkeeper race. Martínez brings not just pedigree but also the tenacity and presence that United lacked last season. As a World Cup winner who has regularly been Villa's standout, even in turbulent stretches, his trophy-winning mentality fits the profile United so desperately need as they seek to restore their old authority and resilience, both in the dressing room and between the posts. Meanwhile, all of this business at the back comes at a time when Manchester United's transfer policy is under unprecedented strain. Having invested in Cunha for firepower up front and Diego Leon as an emerging talent on creative duty, the club must delicately balance recruitment with the urgent need to offload high-wage, underperforming senior figures. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, and Antony all remain on sizable contracts, but limited suitors and salary expectations have delayed their exits and, by extension, the arrival of further reinforcements. The wage bill logjam means United are forced to be as aggressive as possible with priority signings, hoping new additions can re-inject quality and competition into the squad at crucial junctures. If the Martínez deal is pushed through, it would represent not only a coup over rivals but also a statement about Amorim's sway over club affairs and the urgency the club feels in this rebuild. For United, the goalkeeper position has always been about confidence as much as competence. Historic stoppers like Peter Schmeichel and Edwin van der Sar anchored league and European triumphs, not only by saving shots but by radiating belief through the back four. The hope at Carrington now is that Martínez, though entering his 30s, can offer something of that same blend, technical excellence, psychological assurance, and the competitive fire forged on Copa America and World Cup stages. Parallel to the goalkeeper chase, United's struggles to clear out unwanted players remain a stumbling block. The club's hierarchy, working under Ineo's oversight, have made it clear that underperforming assets must make way for new faces. But the combination of high wages and unconvincing recent form has locked the likes of Rashford and Sancho into limbo. Amorim's frustration over this bottleneck is well-founded. A swift, sharp rebuild is impossible when half of the dressing room lingers in uncertainty or, worse, with one foot out of the door. The misalignment between incomings, outgoings, and available budget puts all the more emphasis on each major move. Martinez, for £45 million, is not a casual investment. His signing, if it can be driven through, would, in many ways, define United's intentions for the coming campaign, prioritizing stability and leadership at the back to give their expensive attacking talents a platform to function. Across the fan base, there's a sense of cautious optimism. Martinez's reputation in the Premier League is well established, but the roller coaster of recent transfer windows has made United supporters wary of declaring any early move a triumph until it's signed and sealed. If Martinez does arrive, he'll enter one of the most scrutinized positions in the English game, a place where error is magnified, but brilliance is immortalized. With the new campaign fast approaching, the spotlight is firmly on Ruben Amorim. He's been empowered to make specific, high-priority requests, and the club's willingness to act quickly on his recommendations is a marked change from the committee-driven indecision of previous years. The fastest move, title attached to the Martinez pursuit, could prove symbolic if United can deliver not just a new goalkeeper, but a shift in how they operate in the market and how they rebuild their battered identity. As the transfer saga unfolds, United's business will be shaped by their ability to sell before they buy. A necessity as much as a philosophy enforced by the new leadership under iOS. Every major deal, especially at key positions like goalkeeper, comes under the dual pressure of sporting need and financial compliance. With PSR looming large for clubs throughout the league, calculated risks and timely exits are the new watchwords for a club seeking to turn the corner after their lowest finish in decades. For now, United are sprinting in this window rather than limping, at least for the moves they can control. If Emiliano Martinez dons the gloves as expected, it will be the surest sign yet that this is a new, more decisive era at Old Trafford, built on lessons learned, mistakes endured, and a burning need to reclaim greatness, starting from the very back.